Welcome to the channel, the Code Purple Project. In today's video, we're uncovering 7 surprising signs of adult ADHD that often go unnoticed. Whether you're here to learn more about yourself or someone you care about, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Adult ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, is often misunderstood or misdiagnosed because its symptoms can look very different than the classic childhood hyperactivity many associate with ADHD. Adults might not be bouncing off the walls, but they still struggle with attention, impulsivity, and executive function challenges that interfere with their daily lives. Many adults live with ADHD without realizing it because some symptoms can be subtle or easily attributed to stress or personality quirks. If you've been feeling off or struggling with focus, organization, or emotional control, here are 7 surprising signs of adult ADHD you might be ignoring. 7. Chronic procrastination and difficulty starting tasks. Most adults procrastinate sometimes, but for adults with ADHD, procrastination is more chronic and pervasive. The problem isn't laziness. It's often rooted in executive dysfunction, which makes it hard to initiate and plan tasks. Even when you want to start, your brain feels stuck, overwhelmed, or distracted. Why it's surprising. Many people think procrastination is just poor time management or lack of willpower, but with ADHD, it's a neurological struggle that makes even simple tasks seem daunting. How it manifests. You might find yourself repeatedly putting off tasks until the last minute, scrambling to meet deadlines, or feeling guilty about how long it takes you to start things others find easy. 6. Emotional overwhelm and mood swings. Adults with ADHD often experience intense emotions, rapid mood changes, and difficulty managing frustration or stress. This emotional dysregulation is a core ADHD symptom, but is often mistaken for mood disorders or personality traits. Why it's surprising. People don't always associate ADHD with emotional struggles. They assume it's just about attention or hyperactivity. How it manifests. You might feel like your emotions are amplified, going from calm to angry or upset in moments, or you might find it hard to bounce back from criticism or setbacks. 5. Forgetfulness beyond normal memory lapses. Everyone forgets things occasionally, but if you're regularly misplacing items, missing appointments, or forgetting important details, it could be a sign of adult ADHD. Why it's surprising. Forgetfulness is often dismissed as just being scatterbrained or distracted by technology. But in adult ADHD, working memory, the ability to hold and manipulate information in your mind, is often impaired. How it manifests. You might walk into a room and forget why you're there, overlook deadlines, or repeatedly lose your keys, phone, or wallet despite trying to keep track. 4. Hyperfocus on some interests but not others. While ADHD is typically linked with inattention, adults with ADHD can also experience hyperfocus, an intense, almost obsessive concentration on certain activities, often ones they find stimulating or rewarding. Why it's surprising. Many people think ADHD means an inability to focus at all. But hyperfocus is a paradoxical symptom where you can become so absorbed in something that hours pass without noticing. How it manifests. You might lose track of time reading about a hobby or working on a project, but then struggle to shift your attention to less interesting or mundane tasks like paperwork or chores. 3. Difficulty organizing and prioritizing. Adult ADHD can severely impact your ability to organize tasks, manage time, and prioritize what needs to be done first. This often leads to a chaotic environment, both mentally and physically. Why it's surprising. Many adults attribute disorganization to being busy or having poor habits. ADHD-related organizational difficulties stem from brain wiring affecting executive functions. How it manifests. Your desk, home, or inbox may be cluttered. You may have trouble breaking large projects into manageable steps or struggle to plan your day effectively. 2. Restlessness and trouble relaxing. While childhood ADHD is often marked by hyperactivity, running, jumping, fidgeting, adult ADHD tends to look more like internal restlessness. You may feel a constant urge to move, think, or do something, making relaxation difficult. Why it's surprising. Adults often believe ADHD symptoms calm down with age, but restlessness can persist and appear as an inner sense of agitation rather than physical hyperactivity. How it manifests. You might pace while on the phone, tap your foot, fidget with objects, or feel anxious when sitting still, making quiet downtime or sleep challenging. 1. Chronic underachievement despite intelligence and effort. Perhaps the most frustrating and overlooked sign of adult ADHD is the pattern of underachievement relative to your potential. You may be highly intelligent or capable, but find your productivity, performance, or accomplishments don't match your effort or ability. Why it's surprising. Many adults think ADHD means being dumb or lazy, but often the opposite is true. They're brilliant but held back by ADHD symptoms. How it manifests. You might have a history of unfinished projects, job changes, or academic struggles despite strong intelligence or motivation. This disconnect can cause feelings of failure, low self-esteem, and anxiety. Why these signs are often ignored. Many adults don't realize these signs are linked to ADHD because they don't match the stereotypical hyperactive child image of ADHD. Symptoms overlap with anxiety, depression, or stress. Adults often develop coping strategies that mask symptoms. Healthcare providers may not screen adults thoroughly for ADHD. What to do if you recognize these signs? If you see yourself in several of these signs, consider the following steps. Seek a professional evaluation. A psychologist or psychiatrist trained in adult ADHD can diagnose and help create a treatment plan. Explore treatment options, medication, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, coaching, and lifestyle changes can all help manage symptoms. Educate yourself. Learning about ADHD can help reduce shame and improve your self-understanding. Build supportive habits. Use planners, reminders, exercise, and mindfulness to improve organization and focus. Connect with others. ADHD support groups and communities can provide understanding and practical advice. Adult ADHD is more common than many realize, and its symptoms often hide behind everyday challenges. If you've been feeling stuck in a cycle of frustration, forgetfulness, emotional overwhelm, or restlessness, it's worth exploring whether ADHD might be at the root. Understanding these 7 surprising signs could be the first step toward unlocking your true potential and improving your quality of life. If this video helped you recognize the hidden signs of ADHD, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts or experiences, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe to the Code Purple Project for more insightful content. Together, we raise awareness. Together, we break the stigma.